What's up, you beauties? Welcome to High and Wide Hockey YouTube channel, the spot for all your trade rumors, news, and hot takes on everything hockey. I'm Jamaica Bone. We've got a great show lined up for you today. If you're catching us live on YouTube, smash the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an episode. And hey, podcasts are more your thing. We've got you covered. Head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, subscribe, and be the first in line when our newest episodes drop. We're bringing you the best hockey talk wherever you listen. Now, Let's start our show tonight. Obviously, we're talking about Morgan Frost, and he's just 25 years old. He's got the skill, potential to be a playmaker in the NHL, but in Philly, it's not really working out. And Chicago came up in the rumor mill earlier this week. Elliotte Friedman mentioned Frost to Chicago, so we're going to talk Morgan Frost. Let's get his numbers up on the screen here, and let's get him off my face. There you go. Morgan Frost's career numbers. Drafted 27th overall in 2017, Frost's journey has been rocky. He's shown flashes of brilliance, but consistency has been his Achilles heel. And after being scratched in 4 of the Flyers' last 5 games, it seems Frost's time in Philly is at a crossroads. We talked about this on our podcast episode earlier this week. We have a clip from Flyers head coach John Tortorella talking about the Flyers center depth here. So let's get to that clip.
Does the center weakness, does that impact the
Flyers?
Sure.
Yeah, the center ice position's and I'm not laying blame on. It's not a blame game. It's we need more. We need more playmaking, distributing. We need to be better.
There you go. That was on Tuesday this week. So while Frost keeps his frustrations behind closed doors, let's be real. Players want to play, and right now it feels like his time in Philly might be running out. Enter the Chicago Blackhawks, a team in rebuild mode, and most importantly, in desperate need of centers. Outside of Connor Bedard, their depth down the middle is pretty meh. So let's get the Chicago Blackhawks center depth graphic up on the screen. Producer, please. Thank you very much. There you go. So you can see, not great. If you're a Chicago center, it's kind of similar to the Flyer situation. Not much in the way of offense aside from Connor Bedard, but that's where Morgan Frost comes in. His creativity and ability to make plays could potentially take some of the pressure off Connor Bedard, giving the Blackhawks another weapon up front. That's sort of Morgan Frost's middle name there, potential. Plus, the Blackhawks are in a position to take risks. Frost is still a somewhat younger player with potential. He could thrive in a system that allows him more freedom to focus on offense, something Luke Richardson's Blackhawks might be able to provide. So what would a Flyers-Blackhawks trade even look like? Frost's value is tricky to gauge. He's got skill, but his inconsistency during his tenure in Philly has been frustrated for the organization and fans alike. Talk amongst pundits has been that there isn't a whole lot of interest in Frost from a league-wide perspective, but that the Flyers aren't just going to give him away, and that's important. For Chicago, Frost, $2.1 million cap hit and restricted free agent status after the season make him an attractive option. He's low-risk, high-reward player for a team in need of exactly that. Now, from the Flyers' perspective, trading Frost is a gamble. General manager Danny Briere has preached patience in the rebuild, but Frost's inability to provide consistent offense with the Flyers could force their hand. In my opinion, this is a tough one for the Flyers and maybe a pill they just have to swallow, as it doesn't seem there's a future here anymore for Morgan Frost in Philadelphia. But at the same time, it'll be tough to get anything of real value in return. And while Frost could excel in a new environment, that's what makes it, for me, it makes it tough for the Flyers, because they're probably going to give up the best player in the deal in Morgan Frost, which I don't know. I don't know what that says about a return right there for Frosty. But I almost, unless there's some kind of a magic trade where they get a project player coming back for Morgan Frost, I'm not expected to be excited. I don't expect Flyers fans to be excited. I expect, the Twitter timeline to be a disaster. But you're not getting anything of significant value for Morgan Frost. It's going to be a project or a pick that we don't really like. And then giving up Morgan Frost. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe for a season he puts up 50 points, and then Flyers fans, like we know, will be in misery for however long. But I don't expect Morgan Frost to go off and, put up 60, 70, 80 points. But the Flyers are they're in a lose-lose position, in my opinion, with Frost. Because he's a guy that has to move on. He doesn't have a place here in Philadelphia anymore. At least that's how it looks. And they're not going to get anything good in return. Meanwhile, he could go out and have a career year, whatever that looks like, somewhere else. So what do you guys think? Should the Flyers cut their losses and move on from Frost? Would the Blackhawks be a good fit? Or is this all just kind of speculation and things won't go anywhere? Let me know in the comments. But for now, thanks for tuning in to High and Wide Hockey. Don't forget to smash the like button, hit subscribe for more hockey breakdowns. And I'll see you guys Saturday afternoon, after the Flyers Blackhawks. Maybe there's a trade this weekend for Connor Bedard versus Matvei Michkov. So for HW Hockey, I'm Jim Michael. I'll see you guys Saturday afternoon. Bye-bye.